Oh hello, and I'm the Knot Man. Now today we're magnet fishing and trying to help clear the environment. This beautiful lake I'm at today in the heart of Dorset. So far we haven't really come up too much, but we're about to start taking some casts out in a minute. But the environment here is amazing. The frog spawn, the little tadpoles, you name it, it's all here. This water is absolutely pure. But let's just see what we can find out there. As you see, I've now marked the string. Every metre on this string represents a metre. So, we're just pulling. This is a gentle, nice pull in and see if we can find anything at all. It's quite deep down here, as you can see the bubbles in the background. Nothing so far. I'm just going to cast out again. Oh, we might have something here. It's bouncing. Right, what have we got here then? Oh, right. A bugweiser top and a screw. Not much of a result, but it shows there's something in the lake anyway. So we take that out. We don't want that to go back into the environment. I'm going to go to the other side, I think, and try a bit there and a little bit of headland spit there. You never know what you're going to find. You never know. Right, I'm just going to go around the other side now. Clive, try and follow me, will you? As you can see, the amount of tadpoles here, this water's unbelievable. This time of year, you can see there's just thousands and thousands of them. I'll tell you a little interesting thing about this lake. This lake used to be a working quarry, and they used to take the clay out of here. And down in Poole, Dorset, England, there's a place called Poole Pottery, and this used to be taken down on a little tram line, and they used to turn into those nice little cups and plates that people buy. So yeah, this is a bit of history in this lake, Poole Pottery. I don't think I'll be pulling any plates out today though. Nothing so far, I'll just keep on going. I have a couple more casts out here and I'll probably move to another location if I don't find anything. But recently, English Nature and the fishing club have actually been drawing a lot of stuff out this lake, so it's probably pretty well empty, but it's worth a good try here. As I say, you never know what you're going to find at the bottom of these lakes. Apparently out there, if you look out into the middle of the lake, there's an old telegraph pole there, so it shows how deep. And this used to be a working one, and one of my colleagues who actually fishes here, old Tom, told me that out there's an old railway line. It's under the water now, so out in the middle there is stuff, but I need a boat to get out of there. But today I just really going around the edges and just doing a bit of like testing. But so far it seems to be very, very good quality water, but not too much treasure coming up from the depths, which is good for the environment. Oh, there's a slight old nail or pin stuck on there. Not much, obviously. It's not really worth the effort, but we'll take that out and put that in the sand. I have another cast out, and then we'll move on to another location. Just keep changing till we find something. Something else I want to tell you, in case you lose the rope, what I've done is I put a knot here as a grab knot, but I've also put a hangman, which I put round my wrist, because I'm the knot man, and I'm a knot man knot enthusiast. So what I've done is I put a hangman, so even if I let go, it won't come off the wrist, because what you don't want to do is lose the magnet. As you can see, I'm still using the old speaker one, but in time to come I will actually use another magnet, but this is fine just for the beginnings of what I do. Well, this hasn't yielded only a dot of metal. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move around the lake to the other side now. So Clive, I'll get you to film me, and we'll go to the other side of the lake and we can find over there. Right, let's move on. Treasure awaits us. What I think we're going to do, we're going to go to the other side of the lake, and look, if you can see over there, Clive, there's an old military pillbox there, a defensive part. Can you see it all right? Right, what I'll do is I'm going to walk over there. I'll carry a bit of kit. I'm going to head round there, because you never know, you might find something over there. So Clive, once you get a chance, carry the kit, will you, over here? Deep here. It's gone down nearly the full marker. This must be at least a couple of metres. The trouble with this lake is there's a lot of underwater wood, and I seem to be hooking up more wood than anything else. I just felt something then, but I think it got away. Oh, there is something stuck to it. Look at that. I don't know what it was, but it's been down there a long time. There's something down there, I can feel it, but you see the bubbles coming up from deep down, but I just don't think this magnet's got the pull to get it out. It's a very gentle game when you're magnet fishing. You never know. One false move and whatever you've got can drop to the bottom again, never to be seen. But no, just a few bits of odd bit of scrap iron, not really much, but I know there's stuff down there because I can feel it. I can actually feel it pulling on the rope, and it's upsetting really to me that I could be so close to something. It could be a matter of just a few feet. I just can't get it out. And look at this. If you can pan in with the camera, I've actually got fishing line entwined. This is used for fishermen, but this lake has got loads of unfortunate fishing time, which is bad for birds. They get little feet caught in it. Not very good. They really need to do a bit more cleaning. But I have a few more casts out, and then I'm going to move on more towards that pillbox on the other side of the lake. Don't know if you can see it on the other side, but I will be heading around that way. Not every time you cast out you're going to get treasure. It would be nice. I can feel it tugging, but I just don't think this magnet's... Look at the bubbles. Look, I'm disturbing the water, and I can just feel something. I hope it's not a shopping trolley, but this hasn't actually got the strength. I need to get a really powerful magnet. Well, my partner, he's got a really good magnet. We need to bring that. I can feel it, but I don't think whatever it is down there's going to come up. I've got to go slow, otherwise if I give it too good a tug, it will come off. Yeah, but yeah, it's just, you never know with magnet fishing what you're going to find. Oh, look, I found a fishing hook. Yeah, look at that. And it's actually got something on it. Look, moving like a creature, like a magnet. Can you see that? Can you see that? It's actually something living. Look, that is actually something living. I don't know what that is. Can you see that? I don't know what. See that, Clive? It's something creature on it. Look at that. I don't know what to do. There's a hook there, but that's something else. It's some sort of... Look. It's definitely alive. I have to put that back in the water because I don't know what it is. Look at that. It's some sort of... Look at that. It's like a scorpion. Look at that. That's some sort of dragonfly larvae. Well, look. As I'm an environmentalist, will you film me put it back into the water, please? Because this is a dragonfly larvae. Now looking at it really close up, you can see. I've got to put this back now. So if you follow me with the camera very slowly, I'm going to put this back in the water because this is something I mustn't disturb. Dragonflies are very rare in this country. Can you see me now putting it back into the water? Right. And look, it's swum down. It swum back, probably back to its mother or something. But yeah, being an environmentalist, butterflies and all wildlife have to be protected. This is a very good, fantastic lake full of creature. I've got a few more casts off here, and I'm going to put the hook safely, because what I don't want is this hook to go into a child's foot or something. That wouldn't really be very good, would it? So what I do is I'm going to put that on the side here. I have a few more casts, and then I'm going to work my way to the pillbox. Sour, and you get the permit at the post office, and then off you'd go. Oh, look at that! Look at that! I found a big. Look at that, Clive. Look what I just pulled out. Well, I don't know what it is, but it's like probably a bracket for something, really, but it's not bad. I just need a couple more casts off. I know you want to move on to the next location, Clive, but I'm actually having quite a good laugh here. I'm actually enjoying myself for once here, so I'm going to do a bit more. I never want to leave. When I start finding something, I just know that I could just cast out and pull out something big. I'm just really happy at the moment, you know. It's pleasant weather. I'm with you, Clive, and you're the best person to be with. A woman would be nice as well, but you're a good substitute for one at times. Only at times. If only you could do a bit more cooking and hoovering and ironing. Anyway, moving on from that subject, I think that yeah, Clive, you are quite a man of mans. I'll just have a couple more goes. I don't want to overdo my luck here. In future, what I want to try and do is get it's like a periscope effect, so I can actually put it into the water and actually see what's below the surface. See, it sounds very James Bond, I know, but you get to see what we don't see under the water, and you know, there might be stuff I can hook up or miss, you know, and but here, yeah, it's just been a pleasant few hours down here. I say every day we seem to be doing more and more since I've got back. We seem to be doing more and more finds, which is good. What's that on the bottom there? Oh, old can of beans, anyone? Look at that. And a tin lid. So someone looks like beans on there, or it could be soup. So people are certainly well, I wish I wouldn't mind having my soup now. I have a couple more casts, and then, as I say, we will move on to a location further on, but this is quite pleasant. You know, fishing's very relaxing, you know, actual real fishing. This is magnet fishing, but I find that it's very relaxing for the soul, and I'll tell you why that is, because it gets you in touch with nature. And, oh, is that 4:30, is it? Yeah, the nature is what it's all about, dragonflies, and the environment. That's what it's about. Being away from technology, not being surrounded by computers, getting out, enjoying all this fresh air, you know. Sorry if I'm waffling on here, everyone, but I'm just having a really good day. I'm just finding stuff. I mean, we're going to move on. Get there. I can hear the ice cream wagon, or is it someone phoning me? Anyway, I'm going to move on now, so follow me on then, Clive. You can see this on the camera, but I've actually hooked something quite big down here. Look at that. I don't know if I can get her out. Let's take it nice and gentle. I don't know what it is, but we found something. It's look at that. Let's get over the bank. Ooh, look at that. Wow. That's just a random piece of, I don't know, but that's not bad for taking out for the environment. I mean, yeah, I'm going to just do a bit more here. I know that we wanted to move on, Clive, and I can't stop myself. It's a piece of something, like an old chair, or it's probably a chair or something, but yeah, but that's quite a good find to come out of here. So I'm just going to put that over the bank there, and I'm going to do a cast out more. You know what I'm like, once I start casting, I find something. But if there's anything down there, if you find something, you must take it away from the water. You mustn't chuck it back in because you don't like it. That's one of the rules of magnet fishing. You must always take away, because you are responsible for your actions and for the environment. So no leaving stuff around for children to tread on or animals to get hurt on. That's just not good. See, really, this lake today, other than the people sitting on the other side, we are actually the Sole People. I can feel a bite, but I think whatever it is down there, you can see the bubbles coming up with the reeds. Whatever it is more heavy. I think I've lost it. But you can't win it all. I can feel bouncing. This magnet's dragging on its side now, which gives me the impression that she's caught something, but probably not. I can feel, you feel a pull on the rope. I say, when I was a young man, I used to go fishing with my Uncle Tony, and you know, I always wanted to catch a barbel by the weir, but I never did. But I did, no, but I'm convinced there's something out there, a bit like the X Factor or X-Files, a program about what is out there. And I'm sure if I had a more powerful magnet, I could bring something up. There's some friends of mine in Eastern Europe the other week. They pulled out an MP40, which is German machine gun. They've got some friends in the Czech Republic, and they do a lot of magnet fishing. They pulled out an MP40 with one magazine. That's a German Second World War machine gun. Now, you're probably not going to find that in the United Kingdom, but it would be very nice to find something. Obviously, you've got to hand it in, but just to be known that you found something so wonderful, a piece of real history. This is what magnet fishing is about. It's about preserving history, getting that find. And my friends in the Czech Republic, good friends of mine, they've actually found some very good stuff, even from the Soviet era. Things that have been thrown down. There's just a nail, but I know there's more down there because I can actually feel it, which is a shame. This magnet's not really powerful enough, but I will get one. At the moment, I'm still sort of like getting into it. I've been doing a lot of history lately and researching English civil wars and that, battles. I mean, you'll never be able to do this, but imagine if you went down the Thames, what history would unfold if you could go down the River Thames, maybe on a boat. If you could get a few people together, you could nearly drag the Thames. There must be loads of treasure there, from the Great Fire of London, you know, 1666 and that. These are all interesting things, you know. I think that Britain's a great place. I mean, if you go up towards Scotland or Wales, there's loads of stuff, loads of rivers. And the history's just waiting to be found, and then you can actually hand it into the museums, and other people can see it in the future. There must be stuff out there. I'd like to go back to Wareham River soon. The Vikings were there, and there are stuff there to be found. But another nail. One more go here, and then we better move on. But as I always sing, don't stop me now, I'm having a good time, rock and roll. I'm not a very good singer, but a lot of people are interested in my singing because I've got not a very good singing voice. But don't stop me now, because I'm having a good time. Yeah, that's about the only line I know. But Clive, the cameraman you can't see, he's actually a really good fan. He told me if I released an album, he'd probably buy it. Oh look, there's a Spanish San Miguel. Well, I wouldn't mind one of them myself now, but I can't. Right, well look, I've had enough in this location. I'm going to move on. I'm going to pack up my stuff in my bag and head on round, probably a bit past that like willow tree there. If you look in the distance of the landing, we might be lucky there. So, Clive, pan out a nice shot and let's cruise on. I just pulled out a bit of metal plating, not much, but it shows there's lots of stuff down here. So I know this isn't the pillbox, and I told everyone I was going to go to the pillbox. I'm working my way around there, but at the moment, every time I see a place where I can actually just drag, this is the plough method. As I say, you do feel stuff, I mean, but it's just fun. I mean, the thing is, viewer, you can take small children out under supervision and do a bit of magnet fishing. There's no harm in children. It isn't just not for adults, is it? This is like an all-round family bit of fun. There's oh look, there's all sorts of stuff on here again. There's like all sorts here. Look at that. See, this used to be a working claim one. There's even a tack on here. I'll put that down there. I'll put that in my bag. And this used to be a working mine. So, I mean, it's a shame I can't get a little boat. I could go out in the middle and I could probably spend, to be honest with you, I could probably spend days in a place like this. This is one with nature. You've got all these people on their Xboxes and PlayStations, and they're all well and good and that, but this is actually like having a real adventure. You never know what you're going to turn from the depths. Some of my friends actually call me the Indiana Jones of magnet fishing. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I'm like Indiana Jones magnet fishing. Well, we've got quite an array of things here again, haven't we? Like old bolts and all sorts. This is actually quite a nice place to have bits of iron. You can see that we're actually looking at a load out here. Right, I know I said I was just going to have a couple of casts off here, but I'm in a bit of a swing at the moment, and I shall carry on. As I say, my friends call me the Indiana Jones of magnet fishing. Coming to a cinema near you soon. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I thought I tugged then. Oh, I do like a good tug off. When you can feel it tugging on that line, you know it's going to be exciting. Can you hear the birds? It's amazing, isn't it? Mainly bits of broken up iron. I have another 2 goes here, and then I promise you, I will move on to another position. Yeah, what I like is when you go around a lake like this, you go to different places of the lake and try and fish. And see, I like a lot of different positions. Yeah, I like it as you move round, you get the feel of a lake. This is actually quite a clean lake. There's not much treasure here, but which is good for the environment. And but yeah, as I say, you never know what you're going to find. I mean, all sorts of weird and wonderful things come up here. What I really look for is to try and take out fishing hooks and fishing wire, because if you've got fishing wire, it does get caught. And silly me, put the magnet down, it all stuck to it. Yeah, basically with fishing wire it gets caught around birds' feet. And I'll tell you an interesting little tale if you're listening, everybody. Years ago I was down at a place called Swanage, which was really worth a visit, and there was a bird caught up in a fence, and me and a colleague at the time had to free it. The blackbird was terrified, and we went out there and released it from being caught by its claw. And the feeling of wonder when you help a wild creature that's terrified, but you actually release it back into this wild to go back with the rest of the birds. There's something about releasing creatures when they've been trapped. It's about doing good in the world, actually, and not being selfish. That's what this is all about, really, and that's why I like to get out in the wilds and do my magnet fishing and things, and really be one with nature. I don't like to just be sat indoors watching television. That's not really great. So what I'm trying to say with all this is that you too can get yourself a magnet on a rope and go out there and help clean the environment. That's the first thing, and you never know what you're going to find. But right, well, I think I'm going to tidy up here and I'm going to move on to the next location. So Clive, let's move on. Right, I can feel something now. What's that? Look! I've got a really old-fashioned door handle. Look, the lock place. This might have been used when this was a commercial quarry. Look at that. It actually works. If I could find the other one, I could actually use it on my shed. Look at that. And it still moves after all these years. I wouldn't like to say how old that is, but I would say that that's probably the best find so far today. Maybe the rest of the doors out there, or, you know, I might have a bit more cast out, but imagine if I found the other one. But it's not a bad little memento, is it? Just to have. Can you see that clever? Right, look, and look at that handle works. It's amazing. Look at that. It's like a sort of French fleur-de-lis sign at the top. I think that's really nice. So I put that to one side and have a bit more cut. But that's a pretty good find, actually. I'm more than happy with that. So with the fishing hooks and that handle, it hasn't been a complete wasted day. And well, this cast out. Hey, let's hope we find the other half of the door or something. Yeah. I don't know what I got here, but we pulled something massive up here. Look at this. What is that? I found a massive tank. Look at that. Thank God. Well, it's a galvanised tank. I can't even lift the damn thing. It's down there. Look at that. It's breaking up. That's going to go, and we're going to get splashed now. But well, look at that. It's going down like a German U-boat. Well, I don't think I'll be able to pull that out on my own, and I don't think you, Clive, are going to help me. But look at that thing. I better pull it out, because the rules are, if you get hold of these things, you've got to take it out. But I mustn't get cut by this, because that is a monstrous. That is razor sharp, everybody. That is thin. And, oh, look at that. Wow, that is sharp as a razor. Well, razor, and what we don't want is anyone getting hurt, so that is quite heavy as well. And let's put that out of the way there. So that, look, it's even folded up. It's been there years. Look, years. Shame it wasn't solid gold. Yeah, it's an old tank or something. It's been hot riveted and galvanised tank. It's just gone away, but wow, that was quite a find. This is quite a grabber. Hey, it's the old ploughing method. Well, I'm gonna have a bit more, but who knows what's down there? Who knows? All in the name of adventure. Most of this, we won't be able to get to the bunker because of the bushes and the swamp. This lake really hasn't quite given us what we wanted, but at least we can mark this off the list. We've certainly found a few interesting pieces earlier, and I think it's time that we went back and prepare for tomorrow. Just as my mother says, tomorrow's another day, and tomorrow we've got some plans to go to another location on my map and do some magnet fishing there. So today wasn't over good, but as I say, tomorrow's another day. So with that in mind, and I wouldn't mind a cup of the old Yorkshire tea, my favourite. If anyone wants to send me a box, you're more than welcome. Make it a big box. Anyway, on that note, I'm sure Clive wants tea too. Right, let's go.